My name is Marcia Erskine from Spokane, and I'm here to talk about the situation with the Spokane and a dog pound situation that and the law enforcement that harasses people and everything. And then the situation with Spokane is that when you take animals in to them, they refuse to take them, whether they're strays or not. And then they charge you want to charge you $35 a piece for taking them. And then people can't afford that, so you take the animals back home. And then you have somebody that turns you in and gets you to the dog pound, and then they come and raid all your animals, take all your animals, and then they want to charge you about $4,000 for coming in to get them and everything else. Plus, they charging me, right now I'm paying $20 a day for board for 4 of my little dogs, and so I could try to keep them and get them back. They've been there since February the 8th, and they're still there. I have paid over probably about $4,000 already on them, and still can't get them back. Just now starting to go to court over it, and they continued my court date to this month, the 18th of this month, and they said it's up to the judge to see if I can get my animals back. So I'm waiting on that. And they're trying to charge me with neglect. And 15 of the cats that was brought to me was in such bad shape. My sister brought those animals in town to me from Otis Orchards, and they were in terrible shape. We had one cat with one eye hanging out, and in the middle of the night we took it to the vet. And I've had the vet there to help me with the animals. We've saved some, and some we've lost, couldn't save. And yet they're wanting to charge me for neglect for the animals that we've had. I will grant that we did have too many of them, but people were just dumping them off. We've got so many stray cats around, and right now we've got mama cat with a whole bunch of kittens underneath all those containers where I live at. And then we found 5 kittens underneath a trailer that my brother has been bottle feeding because mama cat was found dead under the trailer. And yet Spokane refuses to take them, saying that they don't have room. And I know good well they have room, because I'm there every day to see my little dogs that I'm paying on. And there's a lot of empty kennels there. And they are still refusing people from taking their animals there. Because I'm there every day, I see it. I see them people turn them people away. And I don't think that's right. Because I always thought a dog pound was supposed to help the animals and help people with their animals. But I just don't understand why they are refusing to take them animals. So I took 10 cats in there, had 10 cats in my car, and took them in there, and they refused to take those kitties. And now I took them back home because I didn't have $35 a piece for them to take them. And I couldn't see paying $35 a piece when they were just stray cats to get rid of. And so now I'm in trouble because I had too many animals, and I did try to get rid of them, but they wouldn't take them. And so now I'm in trouble, and a lot of them was in bad shape when I took them there, and they refused them. So I took them back home. I had Dr. Clark come over, and he's giving them shots. He's helped give me medicine for them to try to save them. And some of them, the cats had certain kinds of diseases, and some of those diseases you cannot save an animal that they had, because where they came from. My sister brought them in from Oldest Orchards, and they were in real bad shape. Matter of fact, one kitty had a jar stuck over its head, and we had to cut the jar off of its head, but we couldn't save the kitty because the kitty was like that for almost a week. And so, but I try to help. I'm not no bad person, and my name was all incriminated over the internet from this lady that I know that's hooked up on Oxy and Hydros, and yet she's been a caregiver to an old lady that I used to take care of, and steals her pain medicine and stuff from her, and yet they don't do nothing to her. Because she was turned in, and so they retaliated against me by turning me in over all the animals I had, and that's what happened with me on my case. And then in the past, though, before the animal situation, we've been harassed by the police. Matter of fact, the police killed one of my brothers 2 years ago out in the valley. And there's a investigation going on that due to family is putting up against a lawsuit against the city. And then hopefully that gets straightened out and gets going through for us, because it's done nothing but cause heartache for all of us in our family. My mother just died in November, this past November. She, under stress and everything else that's been going on, that had caused her to die. We've been under so much pressure, all of us have. We're doing the best we can. I work 2 jobs, 7 days a week, trying to make it. But all my money I make goes to the Human Society right now, so I could keep my dogs. 'Cause right now, to me, only thing cares in my mind is my 4 little dogs. I want to get back so bad. I have paid a lot of money on them, and I'm hoping everything goes okay in court for me this month to get them back. I had to do a mental health evaluation by my lawyer, Crest, and I did that, and I just hoped it helped my case. I don't know. To me, I thought the lawyer was for the city at first, because they were saying the city wants me to pay $4,000 some back to them and then put me on probation and do community service. But they haven't given me that yet to do. But I am paying Spokane a $1,800 vet bill on all those animals that they took. I offered to pay that for those pets because I was trying to help them. And so I set up arrangements with Spokane, and they've been working with me where I could pay so much a month on the medical bill, but I did not know I was going to have to pay any more than that until this past month. They gave me a statement saying that I owe for them for coming to pick up the animals and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I can't see why people have to pay for them to come pick up their animals when the people take them down there to take them in and they refuse. It don't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense to me in this city. This is the worst city I've ever lived in my life. And I've lived in a lot of places. I've lived back east. I've never gone through anything like I have been up here in Washington, Spokane. And the police department here has got to be the corruptest department I've ever seen in my life for anything. Because you could call them. My husband called them on the police one day on something, and they didn't do nothing about it. All they did was handcuff him and take him to jail. Mind you, my husband is 80-some years old right now, 87 years old right now. And he's not, go out where he can't hardly get around and stuff. And eventually he owes on a fine and stuff, but he says he's not going to pay it, and I don't blame him. I don't blame anybody not wanting to pay any fines that they get. You know, I really don't blame them. With all the tax money that we pay, they take out of our checks and stuff. Should not. I just don't, you know, we pay enough. I feel we pay enough taxes and stuff. Gas has gone up to $3.95 a gallon now. I mean, I drive 30 miles a day back and forth to work because I work way out of town. And then I come in town and I go to my other job. And, you know, we can't afford it. It's just unreal. It's just so unreal. I mean, it's costing me so much money for gas to get back and forth to work and everything. And I just don't know what's become of this country. It's not free anymore. It's just the people that's fighting for this country is fighting for nothing.